Yeah, and education is completely free.
Hold on.
Yeah, even university. Actually, we get paid to go to university. We get like a monthly support.
Kenyans here. These are just context maybe to people who maybe have missed and jumped into the conversation now. She comes from Finland. How's like just the economic situation right now? Because what I know is like there's some countries like Ghana is... Canada, not Ghana. Canada is facing like this way high cost of living.
If anybody watching knows better than me, feel free to correct. I don't think it's to that extent as in Canada. Like what I've heard, it's crazy.
It's crazy.
It's getting trickier. There's also the war going on that is affecting like heating costs and stuff like that. And we have cold winters, so that affects. So what I've heard from family and friends, people might be struggling a little bit more with their electricity bills, in wintertime. But then again, like, okay, but you live in a big house. There's still room to scale down if needed. Things are getting a bit more tight. And I feel like maybe like consumption of the not necessary services is decreasing a little bit. Like maybe people don't go to the hairdresser as often. For us, actually, in Finland, we tend to not earn huge salaries. And even if you do, you end up paying a lot of taxes. So it's mostly in the form of public services that you get the goods.
What's like the average salary in Finland? Do we go with annual or monthly?
Monthly. We usually talk monthly. After taxes, again, please someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I think a very common, I don't know if it's the median, but a very common monthly salary after taxes would be 2,000 euros.
Okay, what's the average rent probably?
I am from Helsinki, the capital, so obviously it would be the most expensive place to live. If you want to live somewhere close to the city center in a studio, bedsitter, you might end up paying 1,000. So, what did you say? Health, wealth, love, and happiness.
Yeah.
If you want to look at that spectrum as a whole, I would say Finland is a good place to go. If you only care about wealth in terms of numbers, Finland is not the place for you to go. You are not going to have a lot of cash.
1,000 is already gone on rent. Is food expensive or fair? Finland does some farming, right?
I think last year Finland was the most food secure country in the world, which is crazy considering the climate. Half a year of winter.
Do you guys pay like, what do you call it, the monthly health insurance, or what is it called?
So you don't
or is that covered by the...
It's in the taxes, and then of course people can have private insurances if they so wish.
But if you're sick, you can go to the hospital and get treatment even if you don't have money.
It's not free, but it's going to be very affordable.